Dzień dobry Państwu, jestem Kazimierz. My name is Kazimierz. I am from Poland. I am supporting member of volunteer department, fireman department in Poland in Wieruszów, and I am happy to see this convention, Maryland States Firemen's Association convention, and I met here Mr. Brian in the command center, firefighting command center. Mr. Brian, can you say for our Polish friends something about this car, what role play and why is important this command center, and how many are in the state?
Well, the first easy one is how many. There's command centers in pretty much each of the states or each of the counties. There's 23 counties and there's probably 17 command centers. Washington County, Maryland, which is in the western part of the state, is where this one is going to. This unit just happens, I'm from that county, so I understand a little bit about it. This is going to be a police, fire, EMS command center for operations that are larger than your one alarm type of fires on the fire side. And for the law enforcement side, it would be for your multiple homicides, your person that's barricaded, bank robberies, stuff that they are going to be there for a long amount of time. The way that Washington County has this one set up is where we're standing now in the rear is for the negotiations of the officers, so that if they have a hostage situation, that's why it has a rear door, so that only the officers that are involved in the actual negotiations would be coming in the rear door, and this door would be shut and locked, because during a negotiation you do not want to have people just popping in and, as we know, laughing and kidding and so forth, and it takes away and it may make that person mad. The front side is set up very similar to this, but with a few more workstations, and also it will be used for your fire and rescue part. There are multiple alarms to do your command and control, along with if you get into a disaster type incident like a tornado, snowstorm that could be really taking things down, then you could have your incident commander, you could have your logistics section chief, your plant section chief, everything according to the U.S. NIMS compliance part. I personally work at the DC area airports. We have one like this, but it's bigger with a little bit more technology than what this one has. And like if you have a plane crash up in that area, then you could get the carrier involved. You could get the Red Cross if there's people that need housing. You could get the media maybe back in here. So there's a lot of other items. They also have a TV on the outside of the unit. The purpose of that is so that people outside can be kept aware of, like such as our national news channels like Fox News, CNN, and stuff like that. If it's a large enough event, you're going to have national and maybe even international media there. This unit will also be used in September for the Olympic trials that'll be on the other side of the state, which is pulling international competition to that part of the state, looking for about 1,000 participants. So this unit will be up there also.
Yes, thank you. It is very interesting. Your explanation are very interesting for me and for my friends in Poland.
Right. We all learn from other people.
Not
to mention all of the different radio channels. They can come into here and you can coordinate them into a common interoperability area.
Thank you, Mr. Brian,
yes,
for your explanation. Can you show us this command center car from outside?
Sure.
Thank you.
up in the front.
Łukaszek, no jeden tak, Murinka.
This is the actual TV that I was telling you about. That way, this also has an awning that will then come out so that it'll keep the sun off of you, the weather, and then you could have briefings outside where everyone's not on the inside. If you back up and look at the roof, you'll see that you have a camera that's up on top of a mast right over here. That's a high zoom camera so that the people on the inside can then view. You have a satellite dish. The first one, which is the big one, is what captures your satellite for internet and that type of stuff. And then the front one is for your direct TV, satellite TV channels. And they've got 3 different channels that are in there.
Thank you.
Then you want to see the technology? Oh, they locked it. So in the back of that is all of your technology, so that if something goes wrong, they can come outside and you have plenty of room to work, not just in a little hole.
Thank you. And
Yes, sir.
how many cars they are in Maryland State or in United States, perhaps?
Since, I would say since 9/11, they have probably tripled because of the use of them, understanding the use of them, and what they can actually do. And basically it is getting your key players into one area that you can make your decisions on, so that it's not one person is in a vehicle here, one person's in a vehicle here, you know, whoever's got the finance, got the money, you have everybody combined in the same room, so that in turn, so that in turn, everyone can make that decision now